Hi, this is James Johnson here at Anyang, USA. Today we're going to be forging on the 88-pound self-contained Anyang hammer. But before we start, I'd like to talk to you for a minute about forging capability. There are a lot of hammers on the market today, ranging from old mechanicals to air utility hammers, then of course the self-contained. What I find people basing their purchasing decision on is ram weight versus the cost of the machine. For example, if I can buy a 110-pound utility air hammer for less cost than I can buy an 88-pound self-contained, that must be a better value. After all, the ram is heavier than the 88. Well, not always the case. At the end of the day, what matters most are two things. One, controllability. Two, hitting power. Now, the best way to buy any power hammer is to try before you buy. But if you can't, talk to your dealer in depth about the true maximum forging capability of that hammer. If possible, have him shoot a video demonstrating this. Also, take a close look. Make sure they're using true flat dies. We all know drawing dies can move more material faster, but the reality is most commercial machines use flat dies. Most smiths prefer flat dies, so we should keep all the testing on flat dies. Speaking of flat dies, check out these. These are the old 88-pound flat dies. They're roughly 2 inches wide. These are the new 88-pound flat dies. They're over 3 inches wide. These give you 50% more work surface area, making the use of power hammer tooling much easier. One last thing I would like to talk to you today about is the material we're going to be forging. We are going to conduct two tests. The first test will be with 2-inch material, 2-inch round bar, which is decent. It's a decent size material for a hammer underneath the size of 100-pound ram weight range. The next test will be with 3-inch round bar, which normally one would use a larger hammer for this material, but I really wanted to show you what the Anyang 88 self-contained hammer is capable of. Both tests will be shot in real time, 1 heat per test, and all of them using the new Anyang 88 extra wide dies. Now, some of you at home might be thinking, what's the big difference between 2-inch and 3-inch round bar? After all, 3-inch is only 1 inch more material than 2, right? Wrong. While the diameter is only 50% larger, the working mass is 225% more material that the hammer has to be able to move. Thanks for taking the time to watch this video. I'd like to give a special thanks to the people at Anyang Forging Press and David and Stacy over at Chili Forge. All the test pieces that were shown in this video were done in this gas forge. We have been using them for years. We have found them to be very fuel efficient, high heat, and a very simple, robust design.